The digastric depresses the mandible. The sternohyoid and the glenohyoid raise the roof of the floor of the mouth, raise the floor of the mouth. The sternohyoid bone, so mylohyoid, glenohyoid, sternohyoid bone depresses the hyoid bone. The sternomastoid here, sternomastoid rotates the head, allows the head to turn, and the masseter is the main muscle for chewing. To the abdomen, you've got the linea alba, which is the line that goes down here, and it looks like the line in the six-pack abs. The external oblique here, you can see the striations there, kind of wraps around and touches the linea alba. The internal oblique here, the external and internal compress the abdomen. The rectus abdominis here compresses the abdomen. The transverse abdominis also compresses the abdomen. Into the armpit. And here we've got the pecto antebrachialis, which adducts the forelimb. We got the pectoralis major, which is smaller than the pectoralis minor, and the pectoralis major adducts the arm as well as the pectoralis minor. The xipha humerales here adducts and rotates the forearm. The serratus ventralis here, which is the serratus anterior in humans, pulls the scapula forward. The subscapularis in here, the inside muscle, allows for the arm or the humerus to rotate medially, and the scalene muscles, which aren't very defined right now, anterior, medial, and posterior, they allow for neck flexion. On to the posterior side. Everything flattened down. Got the clavotrapezius, this is flap here, and that moves the scapula superiorly and inferiorly up and down. We've got the acromiotrapezius, which holds the scapula in place, holds it down. The spinotrapezius pulls the scapula towards the tail, pulls it down towards, which is caudally. The latissimus dorsi, this flap, which covers pretty much the whole back, pulls the arm and the forearm, pulls that down posterior. The levator scapulae ventralis, which I cut and is at the end of this muscle, also pulls the scapula forward. Onto the arm here. Got the clavodeltoid, which helps flex the forelimb. Under here, under the flap, we got the rhomboideus capitis, which helps to rotate the scapula. And we've got the splenius, which goes down here, it's a straight one down, which allows for the head to turn. Under here, we got the rhomboideus minor and the rhomboideus major, and both of those pull the scapula forward and backward. The major one, rhomboideus major, pulls it forward, and the minor pulls it backward, dorsally. The acromiodeltoid flexes the forelimb, flexes the forelimb here. The spinal deltoid, which is this here, outlined there, helps to extend the humerus. The infraspinatus and the supraspinatus, the infraspinatus. The supraspinatus extends the humerus as well, and the infraspinatus rotates the humerus, allows it to rotate in and out. Onto the inside of the arm, anterior side of the arm. Got the triceps brachii, the long head, the medial head, and the lateral head. All are involved in extending the forelimb. The biceps brachii flex the forelimb, and the epitrochlearis assists the triceps in extending, as well as the anconeus, the elbow muscle. The brachioradialis, this thin one here, helps to rotate the paw. The extensor carpal radialis, there's the longus and the brevis. They both extend the bones in the wrist. The flexor carpal ulnaris helps to flex the wrist. The palmaris longus, which is the muscle right here, the main one right here, it's outlined there, flexes the digits, the little paws, fingers. And the biceps, the flexor ulnaris is this one, and that flexes the wrist down here. Down to the posterior side of the back limb. We've got the gracilis, which adducts the thigh, brings it in. The sartorius, which is kind of cut off on top here. Sartorius runs on top here. And the sartorius adducts the femur. We've got the anterior side, the adductor femoris, which adducts the thigh, the femur, like it says, adducts the thigh. The vastus lateralis, which is the top muscle here, and the medial lateralis, the medial one here, and the rectus femoris, they all help to extend the leg. Down to the inner leg, the gastrocnemius extends the foot, helps in plantar flexion. Stand on your tiptoes. Inside is the soleus, is the very inner one is the soleus, which also extends the foot, and the plantaris here, the middle one, extends the foot and also flexes the digits. So the three flex the foot as if you're like standing on your tiptoes. The tibialis anterior on top here flexes the foot. The flexor digitorum flexes the digits, the toes. And the semimembranosus here. This is part of the hamstring group. Semimembranosus extends the thigh. The semitendinosus flexes the thigh, the leg, extends the semimembranosus and flexes with the tendinosus. and the adductor femoris is also part of the hamstring group. And that is my second video with all of the actions as well as the muscles.